Oh, wow. I'm awake. Where am I? What is this place? How did I get here?
Now, it's all right, Timmy. I'm Dr. Getrick. This is the Biotech Lab. You had a little accident on your skateboard, but you're going to be okay now.
Wow. How long was I unconscious? The last thing I remember, I was on my skateboard, and then I saw these car headlights coming.
You've been asleep for a couple of days, Timmy, but I patched you up, and you're as good as new now. Better than new, actually.
Can I get up? Is it okay for me to walk around? Can I still skateboard? You say my name is Timmy. I don't really remember anything much about who I am, though.
Your memory will come back to you gradually. You can go ahead and go outside and skate all you want. It might be a good idea for you to stay fairly close to the Biotech Lab and check in every few hours for the next several days so I can monitor your progress.
Oh, don't worry. I will do. I'm just glad to be alive and in one piece. How did I get here? Who brought me here?
Now, Timmy, the important thing is that you're okay and going to be even better than you were before. Consider yourself the new and improved Timmy.
Well, Doc, I'm going to go hit the board now. Hope all the tricks I know will come back to me.
Thanks, Timmy.
I really do, but I am so tired of having to always go out by myself during the daytime. You like to sleep all day and party all night, but you hit your darkened bedroom with these black satin sheets before the crack of dawn every single day. I mean, I get it that your eyes are sensitive to light and all that, but can't you just buy some powerful shades? Don't they make sunglasses for your eye sensitivity? I think that maybe the truth of the matter is that you just don't like ordinary daytime working people. You find them boring. You crave the nightlife. You live for the night. Oh well, the sex is fabulous and you have a devious sense of humor, so I'm totally down with it, baby. I can adjust to your lifestyle.
Oh, rafraîchissant, ténèbres. Charles Baudelaire. Les fleurs du mal. Oh, darkness, cool and comforting. Sharon, you would do well to consult Le Livre Baudelaire there on the coffee table. Of course I enjoy the night. Of course I enjoy the darkness. I will show you a side of nightlife you have never seen before. You will, with me, mon cher, experience nightlife to its fullest. You shall embrace the dark. Noir. Ce soir noir. Yes, you will embrace the darkness with me. Mon cher. You and I together, Sharon. For eternity.
Well, LaChance, before we go out hitting the hot clubs tonight, I am going to have to put a scarf around my neck because of you. You got really aggressive with my neck earlier. Practically bit right through it. It bled some and there's blood on the black satin sheets now too. I guess I bring out the beast in you, don't I? C'est la vie, ha 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 ha.
True confessions made by penitent callers to the Blessed Father Lucian Damiano. Hear the raw, naked truth of vile sins of the flesh exposed for the first time to a televised national audience that not only includes Murgatroyd City but the rest of the world as well. The private dirty laundry laid bare for all to hear the wicked deeds of these guilt-ridden callers. All donations over $50 will receive an audio CD of these confessions or an MP3 recording. Listen up and hear cynics.
Well, yes, I have a true confession I must make. It's a true story. I wish remain anonymous. I am an important figure in Murgatroyd world and the United States, and so I must remain anonymous. The Murgatroyd serial killer, he once attacked a close loved one of mine, and I had to defend her honor. I had to defend this violation, this attack upon her. So I first hired a hitman who shot this Murgatroyd serial killer at the wedding of Les Tomac and Imogen Stokowski. Unfortunately, even though Lieutenant Skitters declared serial killer dead, he's not dead. He rise up somehow. He began killing spree all over again. Go to Europe, kill blacks and the artist, then claim other young victims in village nearby Paris, France. So I stalk and I track down serial killer, and I take care of him myself. It's a matter of honor, a matter of duty. I slay him with my samurai sword. I chop him up, finish him good. He not be back again. There is no more Murgatroyd serial killer. Thank you. Uncle Frank here, and I just got something I just got to get off my chest and all. And me and my wife, we was together for 55 years, but I got a weakness, you know, and all. And every now and then I always did like looking at them old magazines, you know, it had the girly pictures in them and all. And she used to find them and throw them away and all like that, you know. And I used to drink a little. I'd go across the river and get drunk and come in at 3 in the morning. She used to hide my teeth to, you know, get even with me and all like that. But anyhow, I was faithful to her for 55 years, and then I'm got to confess here, I had a moment of weakness. You know, I'm a man like anybody else. Of course, I'm a single man now. Any young, mature women out there, I don't know young, but a mature woman out there and want to come and find me and look me up. I've got a singles ad going on the Murgatroyd singles ad there and all. And anyhow, I'm going to tell you all, I've got to confess and get this moment of weakness off of my chest. I found when we was walking, me and Nancy, we used to go walking every night, God bless her. And we went behind that there super deluxe grocery store and all, you know, where she got attacked by that Murgatroyd serial killer and all. And, of course, he cut her up and everything. Timmy or somebody in skateboard and all, came along with a cart and carried her off and stuff. But they didn't find all of her. And so anyhow, me and Aunt Suki Long, we seen part of Flashy's foot laying there in the alley. I recognized it, a long time ago when she was running from that old Bangledy Duke the Clown and all. He was after her with scissors and I don't know, might have been a stable gun that day. Anyhow, she got her foot caught, over in Dead Center Park that time, and I got out of the truck and went over there and taped her foot up and everything. Well, anyhow, long story short, I took his foot with me and put it in the truck, because I knew it was Flashy's foot. And so I tried turning it in down there at the Biohotel Lab and all, but that place is surrounded by feds and police and everything else. I didn't want to get involved with all that, so I just brought Flashy's foot home with me. And, of course, it kind of bothered Aunt Suki and all, so I stuck it out there in the backyard. Well, next thing you know, it growed into a leg. And then not too long after that, it growed into a pair of legs. Well, I'm going to be confessing here. I've always been partial to a woman's legs, good-looking legs and all. And, it just makes me want to have a hissy fit and all sometimes. I'm just going to be confessed here. So I was out in the backyard and all, and I seen them legs, and I just got lost control of myself, so I can't tell you any more than that. Next thing I know, Aunt Suki's watching through the window, and she seen me. Of course, I apologized then, and everything rocked along for a while, and then all of a sudden, several months later, out of the blue, Flashy Paper Doll came up, the one that grew from this foot, and she had two little bitty kids, two little girls, two little twins with her, And they looked just like me in the face, and she introduced the twins to me and all, and they can talk and everything, And, of course, Aunt Suki just had a fit, and she moved out, moved into town, and got her own place. Now I'm just living a bachelor life out there by myself, single for the first time in 5 years, and so I just had to get this off my chest. It's the price a man pays for his 1 week moment of infidelity and all. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Back to life after he was killed when hit by a car, skateboarder Timothy Lawrenson remains unaware that he was ever dead and unaware that he was brought back to life by Dr. Gedrick. So Timmy returns to the lab for a good night's sleep after skateboarding all afternoon. And as Timmy falls asleep, strange and scattered dreams fill his slumber with disturbing dreams and images.
Like, dude, who the hell are you? I've never seen you around Murgatroyd before. What brings you here, man?
Very curious skateboarder friend who has his whole life ahead of him. I am many different things to many different people, but a bit of a mystery to them all. To some I am a rescuer and a savior, to others an enemy and a scourge. I am often merely a spectator, and I only very rarely delve into human affairs, but I sometimes do find it necessary.
Teenage skateboarder from Murgatroyd City, Timothy Lawrenson, has been officially declared missing. He was last seen by a friend and fellow skateboarder in the woods between Murgatroyd City and Flattown some 3 days ago. In the wake of Slokowski, there is rampant speculation that this too could be the work of the Murgatroyd serial killer, but as yet no evidence has surfaced to support a connection to this disappearance. Repeat, Timothy Lawrenson, 16, of Murgatroyd City, is missing.
Where am I? Well, there's the Eiffel Tower. I need to find out what year this is.
nuking it is the only way to wipe out the paper doll plague, then that's what's going to happen, young man, and you can't stop me, Timmy.
I must stop you.
Dr. Derrickson, Timmy just grabbed the gun from that guard. Look, look, he's aiming it at Count Pedestrian.
Here with a new car, but I can handle it okay. I can handle it okay, I am sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is Timmy. It is Timmy Lawrence's son and I have hit him. I hit him. Oh my god, he isn't breathing. He isn't.
CRZY Television presents Imogen Slokowski's Guide to a Successful Pity Party.
Apropos Pity Party Guide. Hi little ladies. Back in the day, when I was a teen, a pity party didn't exactly garner the level of participation and respect that it does today. And you, my dear little lady, with this invaluable guide shall now elevate the pity party to its true state of art, a necessary and indispensable part of our advanced civilization. Causal factor or triggering event. A good pity party requires a truly catastrophic cause. You must tell your friends he broke up with me a third time and ran off with my best friend. Even if the real truth of the matter is that it is your first breakup and you never even saw the girl before that he is now with. Atmosphere or background elements. Back in your grandma's day, a video of the JFK funeral or a good Lana Turner movie would work wonders to create the necessary atmosphere of gloom and doom. Nowadays that's just considered camp, or, God forbid, overreaching. Nothing spoils a true pity party faster than being over the top with the melodrama. Keep it in check, girl. In your mom's day a video tribute to John Lennon would do the trick, and for your older sister a tape of Kurt Cobain would get the tears rolling. Now honey, you may have to pull out all the stops and put on the notebook or a walk to remember to really set the stage. Basic equipment. Boxes of Kleenex may be old style, but sweetheart, they never go out of fashion. Paper towels are de rigueur, but rolls of toilet paper will just make them think you're tacky. Party attendance and length, that's all on you, girl. If you can get them there and keep them going with your sob story, the sky's the limit. Your pity party can go on for hours, hell, maybe even all night. Tips from a pro, young lady. If it's your first pity party, the forlorn look may still require effort on your part. Don't worry, after a while it will be old hat and you can drop those crocodile tears as easily as I do. Good luck. so glad you agreed to meet here with me. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer. And you are the grandson of the Dr. Getrick that I knew so well and worked with for so long back in the early part of the century. As you know, probably, I was brought here by Flashy and Woody when they rescued Flashy 3 from the Senate hearings back in 2016. I have made my home here in the 2040s and do not wish to return to the past where I am certain Senator Devane has labeled me as some kind of traitor and criminal. So I remain here by choice, but I have little hope for humanity. I am fully convinced that doomsday looms near. And it's not because I believe everything that Father Luke Damiano Jr. yells over the television waves. I see the war between the paper dolls and mankind as only growing worse. And I see King Pedestrian as a dangerous person who could easily bring destruction to the world. Therefore I am asking your help to install this time flux energy field into a vessel that a team of scientists has helped me to build. It is a ship for interstellar travel, because I believe that the only hope for mankind may be to leave this Earth and begin to colonize other planets. Please help me with this project, as I know that only you can, for I know that you possess all of the notebooks from your grandfather Dr. Getrick as well as Dr. Derrickson's notes. I believe we can get this ship launched with a full complement of humanity and send it into the future. Perhaps when it returns, the descendants on the ship can resettle what is left of the world and create a new civilization here on
Reeb
Earth.
Summer, when I was growing up, my grandfather, the Dr. Getrick that you knew and worked for, spoke very highly of you to me. He admired your brilliant mind and your work enormously. You have no idea what a pleasure it is to meet you and to have the opportunity to work with you as my grandfather once did. It will be an honor to help you with this project. This will be our own top-secret undertaking. It is something that neither King Pedestrian nor Prince Devane need to know about it. Because the technology which I have the easiest access to is located in the United States, we must launch from there. I will cover my tracks by telling Prince Devane that I am engaging in the development of a satellite attack system to deploy against the masses of paper dolls, and I will sell King Pedestrian on the same idea which he will gladly endorse and be delighted with. This will enable us to work without surveillance or scrutiny. Thus we will launch an able team of mankind both through the stars and through time, and hopefully that we will return to create a brighter future for all of mankind.
T-minus 15 seconds. There goes the second umbilical tower moving away from the Soyuz. T-minus 10. First stage engines are at flight speed. Sit 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Now, theater goers, brace yourself for an unforgettable, thrilling and chilling experience in absolute shock and horror in this new mind-shattering double feature at your local Vincini Triple Flex Theater. The Murgatroyd Serial Killer and Return of the Hellbird Monstrosities is playing a double feature opening tomorrow. Warning! Non-one will be admitted after the first 15 minutes of this gruesome and shock fest of grisly, blood-curdling, unspeakable horror.
A savage, sadistic serial killer butchered at least 22 known female victims in the Murgatroyd City area. He became known as the Murgatroyd serial killer. Then he was shot by an unknown sniper at a nationally televised wedding and was declared dead at the scene. Yes, months later, the Murgatroyd serial killer someone emerged again in Paris, France, and brutally mutilated the artist Bladson. Then some weeks later the Murgatroyd serial killer was attacked by an unidentified assailant with a samurai sword. Once again the public was assured by officials that he was dead. But is the Murgatroyd serial killer really dead after all? Is he really dead?
Innocent woman walking alone in the city of Murgatroyd. Just keep asking yourself, is he really dead? Is he really dead? Is he really dead?
You catch him, Lieutenant Skeeters. How in God's name can he keep going on this rampage? 22 innocent young women butchered, slaughtered right here in the city of Murgatroyd. All the resources of the mayor's office are at your disposal, Lieutenant Skeeters. Why can't you catch him?
He can be stopped. He can't be killed. He's the bastard son of that corporate CEO of a cosmetic company. He's part of the curse placed on Murgatroyd hundreds of years ago by the Indian tribe. No woman is safe. No girl is ever going to be safe again. Lock your doors and windows and get a gun. And pray, above all. Pray.
Latons, I am afraid your schedule is starting to rub off on me. It's getting to where I feel tired during the daytime. And it's getting to where sunlight really hurts my eyes, even when I wear my shades. And yesterday I wasn't even outside all that long, just walking down to the market, and I started to sunburn. I guess I'm staying indoors too much. But with my complexion issues already being such as they are, I think I need to avoid too much sunlight. One thing worries me a little, though, my skin is getting a little pale. Hope I'm not getting anemic. But I guess the paleness comes from being inside too much as well. I have noticed that I really crave my steaks rare now. I used to always eat them medium rare, of course, you know, pink inside, but now I like them downright bloody. Anyway, I can tell that you are half asleep, so I won't bother you with all my chatter. I've been brushing up on my French so I can understand the TV news and read the French newspapers and magazines and that wonderful book of poetry there by Charles Baudelaire, Les Fleurs du Mal. At any rate, there's still a few hours of daylight left before the nightlife at the clubs really begins. I may as well lie down beside you under these black satin sheets and catch a little sleep myself.
Bienvenue à l'actualité du soir, Paris, France. Les détectives de police ont déclaré aujourd'hui que les jeunes femmes trouvées hier soir derrière une discothèque de Paris avaient été complètement drainées de sang.
cool. I can skate faster and jump higher. It's like I'm supercharged. Wow. I gotta get to a mirror and see what I look like now. Oh no. Oh my God. I look like a robot or something. Everyone in Murgatroyd here in my own time will be afraid of me. I better go back to the Energy Flux time field and go somewhere else. Some other time. Some other place.
Hello, Bangledy Duke the Clown. I'm Madam Taransky. It's my first time to ever read the cards for a clown. Well, let me tell you, I'm seeing some things here in these cards. Oh my goodness. Jack of Spades. You got a kid that's a firebug. He likes to run around wearing an apron on his head. Well, let me tell you, I've seen him up there at 50s just running around from table to table, flicking a lighter on and off and on and off and on and off. Now his manager had to ask that old man that brought that kid in there to take both those kids out there. He's got a little brother, too, and he's a brat, too. Of course, you would know that since... you're not even raising them. You left them with the Padna twins. But anyway, you are this little apron kid's daddy, I guess. And that other one, too, whatever his name is. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyhow, you won't believe the kind of future you've got, Bangledy Doop. First of all, there's going to be this living, walking paper doll running around that you're going to try to destroy. Then when that doesn't work, you're going to hang yourself. Oh, yes. You're going to commit suicide. Over there in Dead Center Park, you're going to hang yourself with the statue of Liberace. But if you don't believe me, look in my crystal ball, and you can see it happen. There you go, Bangledy. There you go.
Following news bulletin. There are numerous reports coming in about an insane clown chasing a paper doll through Dead Center Park today. He was carrying a pair of scissors and a staple gun and yelling and screaming threats at the figure that he was chasing.
I have failed as a clown.
We understand that some of the skateboarders in the park...
And I have failed to avenge my son Apronhead's death. That little worthless scrap of paper who's responsible for his death. Attention, people of Murgatroyd, Jim Son, and the CRZY News crew. I am Apronhead's father. Most of you here in Murgatroyd know me as Bangledy Boop the Clown. I have made a decision to end my filthy, worthless life.
world ravaged by a devastating war between the human armies and destructive weapons of King Pedestrian and Prince Devane than the hordes of paper dolls who have propagated and spread and now outnumber humans. In a vicious war in which neither side is right and both sides are hell-bent on domination, there are no real winners, only continued destruction. But a brave undertaking involving Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer and Dr. Gettrick Jr., the grandson of the original Dr. Gettrick, may create hope for humanity, hope in the form of a space vessel which is scheduled to launch in the very
I've been doing a lot of thinking, Jacqueline. You and I designed the space vessel and played a major part in the recruitment of those who will be on board when it launches. This is where our destiny lies, not here on a planet that's inches away from destruction. I do enjoy working for King Pedestrian, but I do not know how to escape his grasp. If I remain here, I am forever trapped as his unwilling servant, forced to do his evil bidding. This could be my chance and yours too, Dr. Reeb Summer, to get away from this disintegrating world. I believe that you and I both must be on board that vessel when it launches, that we must be a part of those who escape Earth and survive by traveling through time and space. Perhaps when we return in the future, we can help rebuild what is left of the Earth. Join me, Jacqueline. There is nothing left here for you. Join me, please.
Dr. Gettrick, you are a man of integrity just as your grandfather was. And you are absolutely correct. There really is nothing here for me in a world being plunged into a devastating war between humans and paper dolls with a maniacal king at the helm steering the earth to sheer and utter destruction. Yes, I will gladly join you on the space vessel and we will be on board when it launches. Our future lies ahead, not here. Yes, we shall escape with the others and be a part of whatever lies ahead for mankind. All of us are the remaining hope of humanity, the remaining hope, Dr. Gettrick.
Welcome everyone. It's Lou Damiano Jr. here, Restoring the World. As you know, now our telecast signals are completely underground. If you're receiving and watching this frequency, please maintain your privacy and secrecy about it. As you know, King Pedestrian has seized all airwaves worldwide in terms of intense surveillance. Therefore, we had to go underground with our broadcast. Those of you who were able to make it to the vessel that has been built, along with a small group of my followers, I want to welcome you in joining up with us on what will be a brave new adventure to get away from this world before its complete and total destruction. As you know, King Pedestrian is quite capable of launching thermonuclear missile devices against the paper dolls. Our intel indicates that at some point he will do this. This will wipe out most of humanity as well. But as you know, King Pedestrian is a megalomaniac with a maniacal lust for power, no regard for human life or any other life as far as that goes that we can tell. Again, we're going to be leaving Earth soon. Those of you who are familiar with the Roundup location, we just have a few hours before launch. I want to wish all of you Godspeed. Thank you for heeding the warning and for joining the call. This has been Luke Damiano Jr. Over and out.
Show is brought to you by Vincini Cosmetics, makers of Slidette 3. The new cologne for the little Miss Fancy Pants in your family. When she slaps on a little Slidette 3, the boys slide right over next to her. From Vincini Cosmetics
Les Tomac Show. Tonight Les welcomes back a repeat guest, Uncle Frank of Flat Town, here to perform his latest country hit, Central Nervous System Depressant. Let's have a big round of applause for Uncle Frank.
Mike, yes, it's good to be back here on your show and all. And my latest song that's climbing the country charts based on me and my wife of 55 years splitting up. Ain't Vicky, this one's for you. It's called Central Nervous System Depressant. And it goes a little like this. I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm lonely, I'm tired. I need a Central Nervous System Depressant. I went into that bar, I ordered me a drink. I need a Central Nervous System Depressant. Bartender, bring me a cold one if you please. I need a Central Nervous System Depressant. My wife ran off and left me after 55 years. I need a Central Nervous System Depressant. A Central Nervous System Depressant.
Brought to you by Vincini Cosmetics, makers of Slidette 3. The new cologne for the little Miss Fancy Pants in your family. When she slaps on a little Slidette 3, the boys slide right over next to her. From Vincini Cosmetics Company.
Gallant people aboard this vessel, the Future Hope. I am your commander, Major Quint, and along with Lieutenant Tomac, Dr. Getrick, and Dr. Jacqueline Reed Sommer, I will be overseeing our vast journey. There are 200 of you from all walks of life, from all different ethnic backgrounds, different ages and races, but you are part of an important mission to escape an Earth that is rapidly hurtling toward destruction. We will travel through both space and time. We will visit other habitable planets to establish colonies. And in a century, those of us who have entered cryogenic stasis will join with the descendants here on this ship to return to Earth, to attempt to assess the state of the world as it then exists, and perhaps resettle it. This has been Major Quint. We are about to begin the launch sequence. Godspeed to all of us.
Major Quint, this is Lieutenant Tomac with a status report. The excess heat generated by the energy time flux propulsion device has triggered the coolant system to use a greater amount of water than we anticipated, sir. It has severely compromised our reserve water supply. We will need to obtain large quantities of water very soon.
Major Quint, sir. I think I have a solution for the problem that Lieutenant Tomac has discovered. I have found a planet just a few hours away that's an ice planet. Perhaps if we are able to get there within the next few hours, we can obtain some water reserves there. Just reporting in. Thank you, sir.
Well, Dr. Getrick, I am glad we can relax here in lounge deck and have a cup of coffee together. Just exactly how far, approximately, do you estimate we have traveled during the past 10 days since our launch, and how much time has elapsed back on Earth according to your calculations?
Indeed, as hard as we've been working today, Jacqueline, a few minutes to relax and have coffee will do us both some good. To answer your question as accurately as possible, I would estimate that we are about 12 light years from Earth now, and that what we have experienced is 10 days, as we would reckon time is about 2 months back on Earth. Major Quint should be joining us here shortly to discuss an important matter with the two of us.
My apologies if two of you were waiting for me. I was detained by Lieutenant Slakowski, who has come upon something very interesting and something that we need. As you know, the energy time flux device and the acceleration level heated the coils, the energy coils. Therefore, we've used a lot more of our reserve water than I had anticipated. Lieutenant Slakowski has spotted a planet that appears to be frozen, an ice planet. This will be a source of water. We'll have to go down there, of course, and transport some of the water back up to our vessel. This will be a major undertaking. We need to assemble a team for this effort. It's vitally important that we acquire more water resources. As you know, we're limited in our ability to create water. Again, I want to thank both of you, Dr. Getrick, Dr. Reeb-Sommer, for your expertise and your help in keeping up the morale of those on board here. You'll understand that I'm keeping this confidential for the time being. I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't want to create a rumor of a water shortage. We just simply must take care of this as quickly as possible. We'll be arriving at an orbital position around the planet within the next few hours. I will, of course, alert the two of you as we approach this ice planet. Thank you.
We are arriving at the ice planet. All instrument readings indicate that the surface temperature of most areas of the planet is substantially below zero.
Thank you, Lieutenant Tomac. Lieutenant Slakowski established a synchronous orbit around the planet. I remember a little of my Latin word for ice, glacium. This may be not, perhaps, the last frozen world that we ever encountered, but it's definitely the first. So I'm going to christen this planet Glacium 1.
Major, sir, there is an energy signature on my visual screen which I recognize. It is another energy time flux field, and it is coming towards this vessel.
Dr. Reeb-Sommer. Another energy time flux field. Where's it coming from? Is it emanating from the planet below? Where's it
No,
coming from?
Major Quent, sir, it did not originate from the planet below. It emanated from Earth and it has transported someone directly onto the ship. My readings show that it is a human, well, mostly human teenage male. Our computer files show a DNA match with our archives from the old biotech lab. This should interest you, Dr. Getrick. The DNA readings match a young man known as Timothy Lawrenson, last seen back in the year 2017, some 32 years ago.
Well, Dr. Reed Summer, Dr. Getrick, I think we should both head down to the lounge deck and meet this mostly human Timmy. Dr. Getrick, I should think you would be very interested in meeting him, since apparently your grandfather's biotech lab is somehow involved in all this. Let's head down there.
Wow. Where am I? What is this? Some kind of spaceship? Wow, I must have landed in the future this time.
Dangerously low on water reserves, the Future Hope vessel is in orbit around a frozen ice world some 12 light-years from Earth, and an unexpected guest has suddenly arrived aboard the vessel as well.
Oh, wow. I'm on looks like a spaceship or something. Kind of cozy in here. It must be the lounge or something.
Hello, Mr. Timothy Lawrenson. Welcome aboard the Future Hope. You wonder how I know your name? It's because Dr. Reed Summer here ran the computer files on you, and we identified you already. Seems you haven't been seen on Earth since 2017. Well, you're a long way from home, son. About 12 light years. And, close to 40 years in the future. A little more than that, even. This is the Future Hope. It is a vessel built to escape devastation that's taking place back on Earth. We will be exploring other worlds and attempting to settle and colonize there. Glad to have you here. Apparently the energy time energy flux field brought you here safely in one piece. Well, welcome aboard. You will be given quarters to stay in. You will be assigned duties. I expect everybody here, all 200 people, to be contributing members of this operation. So, I'm Major Quent. Welcome aboard, Timothy Lawrenson.
Dr. Reed Summer, I remember you. You look like Dr. Getrick.
Well, he's the grandson, Timothy, of Dr. Getrick. The Dr. Getrick you knew back in 2017. This is his grandson, our Dr. Getrick.
Wow. Well, everything's so weird around here. Huh. Well, I've got all these super great, wonderful powers. I'm a half human, half machine. I'm not sure if I really fit in very well on Earth with everybody there. Things might be better up here in space.
The scans I have run on Timothy show that he is indeed human, but he has been cybernetically augmented. You could say he has been enhanced, so to speak. He could prove to be a valuable asset to our ship and to this mission as well.
Tomac reporting, Major Quent, on team status. I have put together a team to go down to the surface in the landing pod, and we have loaded the necessary equipment to retrieve 500 liters of water from the frozen ice. We are prepared to embark at 1600 hours with your go-ahead, of course, sir.